Welcome to OCP TV, the newsroom for the Open Compute Project Foundation. I'm Laura Noland at the 2020 OCP Virtual Summit. Joining me today is Maikel Bouricius, Marketing Manager at Asperitas, and Eduardo De Azevedo, Product Application Specialist for Shell. Welcome to both of you to OCP TV.
Yeah, thanks, Laura. Pleasure.
I understand that you are announcing several products, one of them being the Shell Immersion Cooling Fluid. Can you both tell us a little bit more about the relationship and how this product came to be?
Yeah, sure. So a little bit background on the collaboration. We have been working with Shell products since our R&D phase, but more closely since 2018 when we won the New Energy Challenge, which is a competition Shell is co-organizing annually. Since then, we work together as on a strategic level for partners, basically on the development of tailored immersion cooling fluid for data centers, of course. All based on our insights we have developed and built up throughout the years since our R&D days and first pilots and the current project deployments. But maybe Shell can explain a little bit on the background on the development itself.
Yes, Michael, sure. We used the expertise acquired along the latest decades in formulating and producing the highest top-tier lubricants, dielectric and thermal fluids to the majority of the industry sectors like automotive and power industry. Our global commercial technology and project technology teams work together around the world, exchanging expertise, know-how among our team and our technology centers in Amsterdam, in Hamburg, in Houston, in Shanghai, and in Bangalore, with the highest customer centricity. We use the in-depth expertise, the global network, and our long-lasting experience to develop the fluid for the immersion cooling application.
So what would you say are the unique aspects of this immersion cooling fluid?
Well, our fluid was developed and co-engineered with Asperitas, which is our strategic partner, right? It's also optimized for Asperitas' natural convection-driven immersion cooling solutions, but can also be used in pump or forced circulation systems, okay? And Shell immersion cooling fluid is a synthetic single-phase fluid made from natural gas using Shell GTL, which means Shell gas to liquid technology. GTL fluids have a water-white color and offer a uniform chemical structure, a high flash point and a low volatility, and an outstanding light and thermal stability, Laura. The products are colorless and contain virtually no sulfur, nitrogen, or aromatics that are found in conventional crude oil-based products.
So what were the aspects that Asperitas and the users of this technology, what were they looking for in terms of the fluid?
Yeah, well, it would be good then to go back a little bit on the development perspective we have regarding immersion cooling. So when we started out, we started to develop an immersion cooling technology, which we like to call immersed computing, for the highest standard of data centers anywhere, what we call enterprise level data centers. And they look, of course, for certain technical aspects and behavior of the fluid, like regarding performance, minimal evaporation, optimal flow, but as well one other aspect which is quite important for us, and that's predictability. So when we develop a technology, we want it to run for a long period of time, and we want it to be safe and reliable for on a predictable level, right? So when we deploy data centers, our customers know exactly how it will behave on the long term. So in terms of fluid, this was also one of the main points we wanted to achieve. But as well, beyond the technical aspects, there's of course safety and reliability, and ensuring basically the technology, the fluid itself has been designed for this purpose and not just adapted for it. So that's what we are looking for, and more generic in terms of partnerships. Our mission is to enable high performance and sustainable data anywhere. So when we are connecting with a strategic partner like Shell, this is, it should all add value to this mission we have, right?
Laura, if I may, from our side as well, and it was really interesting because Asperitas helped us to understand their customer requirements and all the details specifically for the immersion computing application during the development of the fluid, and the materials and the conditions and the locations where the modules will be installed or deployed, right? And associated with the high purity of this GTL medicinal base oil, we specifically selected the additives to ensure even higher thermal and oxidation stability during the operation. Okay, and for us at Shell, the safety of the employees, customer, and society is the utmost priority. And as a GTL synthetic base oil meets the US and the European pharmacopoeia purity requirements, and is also food grade certified, the safety of the people handling the fluid is improved, right? So, and the fluid also extremely lower volatility and non-evaporation characteristics contributes not only with a safer environment, but also with sustainability and not depleting the ozone layer. In easy words, I would say that due to the purity of the GTL and technology, there is nearly nothing in the oil which can react with the components.
Wow.
One more point I would like to,
Sure.
sorry, Laura,
No.
yeah, one more element I would like to point out is actually the capability of Shell to do this on a global level, of course, right? So in terms of this fluid partnership, Shell has control over its own supply chain from sourcing materials, of course, and in the manufacturing of this fluid, but as well in terms of our customer success monitoring after deployments, right, to ensure this long-term success.
I'd like to expand upon that just a little bit, Michael. So, you touched on Shell and the global footprint that Shell has. So what role then can Shell play, if you can go into a little bit more detail, what role will Shell play in advancing the solution even further?
Yeah, and Laura, and then we work in collaboration with our customers to overcome their challenge, right? And taking advantage of our fluid analytical capabilities and compatibility tests, for example, we will move forward with this. And we have as we have technology centers globally, we can provide support through our global network and offer solutions such as our global lube analyst platform, which gives the customer information about the fluid and equipment condition through the fluid analysis. We have a long heritage in fluid monitoring through our lube analyst program, and therefore a broad understanding on fluid behavior in diverse applications.
It seems that Asperitas is having a preference, so to speak, for working with partners on the development of these immersion-related components. Why is that?
Yeah, you're right, Laura. This is basically our approach. So we strongly believe that we have an expertise if it comes to developing immersion cooling technologies and solutions. But to use basically the optimal potential of the technology, we like to optimize different components inside our solution. So, for example, the IT hardware, the servers, and the compute elements. We have close relationships with OEMs to develop optimized solutions for it. And then in that case as well, the fluid, so beyond what's going inside the technology, but for example, the data center from a design perspective. So we strongly believe in those partnerships where every partner has its own expertise to add value to the overall picture. And yeah, so I think this fits in very strongly in our approach. And you will see that as well during the summit. We will highlight several partnerships as well beyond the one with Shell, as I pointed out, with several OEMs where we're very happy we're working together with.
We can find you during the summit for sure, during the OCP Virtual Summit, but where can our viewers go in the meantime to learn more?
Well, at the meantime, waiting for the summit, definitely to our website, asperitas.com. There you'll find as well the link to Shell's product page to the immersion cooling fluid. And you have all the means there to reach out to either one of us.
All right, sounds like a plan. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking to both you, Michael and Eduardo. Thanks again.
Thank you, Laura.
Thanks, Laura. Bye-bye.
Thank And thank you, viewers, for tuning into OCP TV. Enjoy the virtual show.